today's cup of coffee. We're going to do a bit of free form for those of you who are new. We do this from time to time.
We got the Kush ball.
And
we got the Kush ball.
It's sort of a recap, and because we share other people's reporting and stuff like that. So free form is us sort of, I don't want to say rambling. A lot of times it goes into mild to severe rants.
Mild to severe.
Right. Sounds like some of these drug interactions may cause irritability. That's...
No.
Who could tell? Who could tell?
Oh. No.
But it's just been one hell of a week, and it's like what I thought was allergies, I think, is more a sinus issue.
You got a sinus infection?
It's not really an infection. It's just sinus problems. I don't have...
You got the suds?
There are other things...
You got the suds?
There are other things that exist other than just the suds. You know, especially this time... That's a SpongeBob reference for some of you who may not know. It's not just one thing. There used to be quite a few different types of illnesses, conditions, different things like that.
There still is. It's just rare that you get those diagnoses.
Personally, I am using the Sambucol and Golden Seal, and I need some rest. I really do, because that, if you are in a perpetual state of stress and chaos and having to do, it wears you down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thus, the need for free form.
Thus the need for the Kush. For the Kush ball.
Yeah. Well, that's helps soothe him, so that's a good thing.
It's a good good toy. Good toy.
There were a lot of headlines that I have read because it takes me sometimes hours of research to find one of our little cups of coffee, something that is worthy of our time to make a video about.
Yeah.
So, some of the other ones that I had that were not worthy of a full cup was, I think it was down in Texas, that somebody had a 14-foot tall skeleton in their yard as decoration, and somebody had stuffed it into a back of an SUV and stole it. And
Did they break it?
I don't know, but they did.
Because I watched that video, and them trying to shove that little thing into that little lunchbox.
Right. And so somebody's camera, because there are cameras everywhere, because we really do have Big Brother watching us all.
People's security cameras going into God knows where.
Right. So this is not a good time to be a criminal.
No.
Unless you're in certain cities, and then apparently do what you will.
We got cameras on us at all times. It's our phones.
Mm-hmm. But I thought that was highly interesting.
Yeah.
Then I had read one earlier that it was hilarious. Oh my God. And I don't remember what state that it was, but they had a scarecrow competition. Uh-huh. And so somebody had made a Karen scarecrow. It even had the as far as my name is Karen, and it had a t-shirt on that says, "May I speak to the manager?"
Oh.
Guess what? Manager. Somebody griped and they had to take it down.
Karens.
Absolutely. And this one woman was convinced that it was about her, that it was a slam towards her. And it may have been. But if she had kept her mouth shut, no one would have known.
Yeah. Attention whore.
Yeah.
Now she has unwanted attention on her.
And then there was the one that this evening that somebody was trying to convince people to not give out candy at Halloween. You know, there is a song by a group called Monster Truck, and then Kid Rock joined up with them to make a wonderful version of the song. It's called "Don't Tell Me How to Live." And if I remember, I'll put a link to that song. It has become an anthem for me.
Besides whatever religious beliefs of Halloween you have, put those aside. Because with kids, all that is, it's about candy and dressing up.
Sure.
That's it.
It's make-believe. And they are taking away that part of childhood.
Yeah.
It's about fun. And it's what I thought, how do I want to label this? What kind of a title do I want to have for today's cup?
People off?
Well, we usually piss somebody off.
Or do I want to wait till they actually click on the video to piss them off?
I've had that happen. There was somebody, what was it, Vikings and maybe Pirates that they were opposed to. Because they hadn't even watched it.
They
disliked it vehemently. And I'm like, well, okay then. Maybe it was a Viking pirate. I could have really pissed them off.
That's when you hit them with the yes and.
Weren't Vikings normally sort of in the line of pirates?
Do I look like I know?
Oh, but with this stuff, this is one of the things you were talking about, Halloween. Halloween is a wonderful time to teach children and remind ourselves how to make fun of fear.
Yeah.
How to develop coping skills to deal with fear in a controlled environment like these, little local haunted houses and stuff. Now, not the actual haunted houses where you can go and get a spirit attachment.
Yeah.
But with like your community, rescue squad or whatever that's doing a haunted house, those things can be just fun. Nobody's going to hurt you.
I got the piss scared out of me.
What? How?
I was a kid. I went into that one that used to be in town, and there was an electric chair, and I about pissed myself going out. I was young. I was young.
Right. But that was one of the things that it frightened you, but then when you got out of the experience, you probably laughed about it.
I laugh about it all the time.
That or you processed to sit there and go, that wasn't real. This scene was not real.
You want to know how I helped my fear of that? I literally, after that, and I do this about anything that I'm scared of, I look upon it more.
Okay.
So basically, I'm absent-mindedly giving myself exposure therapy. Mm-hmm. Subconsciously, that's what I was.
That's exactly right. And that is one of the things when people have phobias, it is exposure therapy. Little by little, getting them used to it, it is a matter of confronting the fear. Mm-hmm. It's like spiders is a huge one, the arachnophobia thing.
Yeah.
And that what they do eventually is they have these people hold like a tarantula.
Mm-hmm. I would love to do that.
I don't want to touch no spider.
I do. I want to see its little front feet go up and be like, nah.
No. I respect them, and it's like I want them to leave me alone. I want to leave them alone. Yeah. Not everybody has to. I don't have a phobia as evidenced by me taking a house shoe to quite a few of them that we have. Yeah, that's not a fear. That's an action.
I wasn't sitting out on the porch. I was in my room, minding my own sweet damn business. And then all of a sudden I hear wham, wham. But before that, the wham, wham, and the wham, I hear bop, 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 bop. So I come running down. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Spider.
Yeah.
But now, as far as being one of these people that's going to stand on something and shriek, oh, hell no, I take action.
Violence. Violence. Severe violence.
Oh, well, what has happened and I'm sure everybody knows this, when the weather changes, you have spiders that try to come inside because it's warm.
Oh, I don't blame you. I would have done the same thing, but I was screaming my head off too.
Plus, where we had plants outside and we brought them in.
Yeah.
We're having to deal with, where they had tenants that were inside the plants there, and it's like, So for a little while, we're going to be doing the spider hunt thing.
Yeah.
Which is never fun, but it has to be done. Basement. Yeah. Well, those are wolf spiders.
I found
they're scary as hell. They don't hurt anything, but they're scary as hell.
Because they're big.
They are big.
I found one of their nests. The problem is, I don't know what the fuck to do about it.
We've got a can of hairspray. I would go in there and I would spray that sucker down.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyday hold. It's that extra strength hairspray.
Perfect 12-hour hold. Strong, lustrous.
Well, they've got
shine.
little hairy legs, so maybe that will just sort of stick to that. It's a lacquer, so it's not going to hurt to see if it works.
It's glue for your hair.
Let's hope it's glue for the spiders. Yeah.
What if that's all hairspray is? Literally washable glue.
That is what it is.
Like the same type that you would use in a glue stick.
Well, I'd say
But just really watered down.
I'd say that's probably more than likely accurate.
That's horrifying. I don't want to be putting that in hair.
Right. So,
Well, if it's cosplay wig, hell, I'll get a can of that fucking. I'll spray glue.
oh,
Rubber cement.
that's funny.
Yeah.
But one of the things that has concerned us, and it's been worse this year, not spiders, than last year, is I don't even know the term other than you've got this where people are unpeopled. We're having seasons that are unseasoned.
Like the fries at McDonald's.
Yes, that's unsalted.
That's unseasoned.
Remind me to put that salt shaker in the car, by the way.
That was sad.
Because rather than gripe about something like that, take action. Always have extra ketchup in your car if you like that on your fries, because, you know, how many times have we gone through a drive-thru and it's like, you're like, may I have some ketchup, please? And you open the bag and nothing. You got. Sometimes it's
you get a napkin
nothing.
and that's it.
Here's a napkin. Here's a straw.
Where's my food? Fuck off.
But so and I understand this. Again, with people bitching about something, there's not enough salt. There's too much salt. I don't want any salt. I want a salt lick. You know, so these people are having a damnably hard time. You can't please all the people all the time. And somebody's always going to bitch. And there are some people that is the basis of their existence, is to get pissed off and take it out on someone else.
Well, caused me to have not even a sniff of a salt grain. Not even a sniff.
If you know,
they waved the shaker when it was empty and washed.
That's because
nothing on it. But they put it all on the burger.
Yeah, well, that's because we had bought food in Caronville. For real. I've told you that. You don't
unseasoned
even
people,
dare.
Unseasoned food.
I avoid that town anymore because it really is a little hub of Karens. I don't belong there. I don't want to be there.
Of the seasonings, the unseasoned,
That's
the Karens, bland, boring people.
Vanilla.
Yeah, that nobody gives a shit.
People.
I like vanilla, but
I know, but
but nobody gives a shit about them.
Wonder if they really realize, they think that they're making the world a better place. Wonder if they ever think how despised they are. Probably not.
Oh, some of them just go in there to be hateful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And they think that they are asserting this, that they are asserting their authority. And it's like, no, you're being a bitch. Sit down.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
take several seats.
To prevent this, we are going to put a salt shaker, have that in the car, in the event that if you get fries that are unsalted, hell, do it yourself. There ain't nothing wrong with that. We have a little baggie that has condiments in it. So if they forget the ketchup, no problem. We made, preparations for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love it.
But as far as the getting rid of other holidays, trying to do this, pushing everything out to make way for perpetual Christmas. I've had a problem with this for years. Now, when I was growing up, stores, it was just etiquette, and I think all the stores did this. Our little town, they didn't even put the Christmas decorations up, or they may have put them up, but they didn't turn the lights on them until after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And that was cool. Because every little season had its thing. Now, yes, back during Easter, that's when they would use the food coloring on the little chickens. And my God, they were adorable. It didn't kill the chickens, you know. You had little blue ones and little yellow ones and little pink ones. And everybody thought they were adorable.
Yeah.
And now people would be going apeshit over that. But you did. You had Halloween, and then, you know, if it was like 4th of July, all these things, they had their own space.
Yeah.
But it's like, this year has honestly been worse than others. When we went in the Wall of Mart yesterday, that they had already cleared out everything. A lot of the stuff they had on the discount aisles in one of the stores, they had like 2 aisles. Everything else in with the Christmas.
Except for the bougie town.
You know, we had reported about Hobby Lobby having the Christmas stuff up before the 4th of July. Now remember, this was the company that did sit there and get rid of Halloween. The only reason they had pumpkins was as far as Thanksgiving-esque, because they're like, oh, well, it's evil. And I'm thinking, okay, have you ever studied the origins of Christmas, first of all? And second of all, you all are absolutely trying to make hand over fist profits by selling things from China that a lot of times have been made with slave labor and or child labor. Yeah, that's
Both.
There's a little bit of disconnect there on belief systems.
Yeah. Majorly.
So again, the hypocrisy. And we're not knocking Christmas. Those who celebrate Christmas, God bless you.
I've been on TikTok. I've seen the conditions these people work in.
Yeah.
Seriously, those are posted all the time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even when I was working on the master's degree in psychology, the book that I read, was talking about some of these ships, they have suicide nets. So these people can't even die. Yeah. Chained to their machines and shit like that.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That is fucked up.
So as far as, and we're not trying to depress anybody, we really are not.
This was supposed to be kind of happy.
This bunch of stuff that they sitting there going that because a pumpkin has a face on it, that's evil. Now these people need to rethink for a minute. And they do need to stay in their own lane on this.
Yeah. But
I have a problem with the pastel shit there with the Halloween stuff. You know?
I'm just like, okay, it gives some people an opening to goth.
They could spray paint their own. Let them spray paint it pink.
That's what, like, they get the pink skull. They give it to their child because they want to be spooky, but they don't want them to be spooky.
That's the Hello Kitty, Karen mommy's tear baby. Yeah, you can be goth.
And then you know what that child does behind their back? They go spray paint it. They spray paint it black and red. Red in the sockets.
Well, yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
And that's because the parents don't sit there. First of all, they don't understand goth. When their kid goes through a goth phase, they start assuming things instead of sitting and communicating with the child. And it's like, okay, you're interested in this. You know, what do you like about this? What does this represent for you? You can talk with the child.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. Don't talk at them. Don't preach on them. Talk with them. Interact with them.
Yep.
But the thought of Halloween is, like I said, about imagination. There were so many wonderful qualities, which is why we love the season. Mm-hmm. And we feel like we are having our time of year that we can be somewhat of a normie, which is kind of scary.
Yeah.
Taken from us. Those of us that are on the fringe of society all the time, we're just being pushed further and further and further back. Yeah.
That's okay. We go unnoticed, but we know the shit.
Mm-hmm. And we're observant.
Yeah.
We really
The
are.
watchers.
Mm-hmm. Not the filing kind. We are observant. We do watch people as far as not in a creepy way. We just observe them.
I think there is a group of people on, Earth that's their job is to watch and observe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that there's like sections of people put on this earth to do a specific job.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, the people that are aware, there's a whole lot of frustration there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you try to help people see a different way or a different point of view, or, speak with them and see why they see you the way that they do. There is an extreme amount of arrogance, and some groups are more arrogant than others. Now, if your belief system is so weak, if your belief is so weak that you can't listen to what another person has to say,
mm-hmm.
then you need to re-examine your faith. Personally, I like listening to people from a variety of belief systems.
Yeah. I do too.
You can learn things. You can see similarities.
Just because you listen to it or like study upon it, that you don't have to believe in the shit. They're not trying to convert you. You're the one watching the shit.
Right.
So
there's we got some serious issues, and I wonder some of these people with the upcoming more intense planetary alignments. We do have the eclipse that's supposed to be on the 25th, which that's supposed to throw a monkey wrench in lots of other things. Are these people going to be the ones that just truly fall apart?
Possibly.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
And I was told many years ago that there would come a great shaking. And it's like, we have been shooketh.
Shooketh is
in a variety of ways. I was told that in 2013. Oof. And we've had a lot of stuff that has come to pass. Sometimes when I will be told something, it may be years before it comes to pass.
Yeah.
And during that period of time, I'm like, maybe I'm totally batshit crazy this time.
I think everybody that goes through those experiences says the same thing.
Right. When you see something, when you have a knowing, I don't like the word prophecy. I like the word foretelling. Not fortune telling, but foretelling, because I like the term seer much better than I like the term prophet, because that term has some really interesting connotations, and those people in Scripture did not fare well. So, I like the term seer much better.
Yep.
But even things like that are supposed to be very much part of certain faiths. If you say anything about having gifts like that, my God, there's something around here that's called being churched. That means they throw your ass out. If you ain't doing, looking, or seeing or saying the way that they want you to,
you don't need to be there anyway if they do that.
That's why we that's why we don't sit on the porch.
Yeah.
And we enjoy the crows. We enjoy the pumpkins. We enjoy whatever the season brings, whatever season that is, except the cold weather. I'm not a fan of that.
It sucks.
But we need to make Halloween spooky again.
Yeah.
It's not just for kids.
Hell no. It ain't just for the kids, it's for the grown-ups too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It was back in the day originally.
Right. And it is not
a matter until commercialism, whatever the fuck.
Right. It is not a matter of using that as an excuse to get drunk and wear a slutty costume. That is not what Halloween is about. That's a Friday night at a college bar anywhere.
Yeah.
We're supposed to progress beyond that in life at some point. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
But yes, give each season their space. And that was one of the key things about The Nightmare Before Christmas, was that blurring of the two. And even at the end of it, the resolution was stay in your own lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard to stay in your own lane?
I don't know.
Like,
to respect other people,
mind
to
your
let
own
them do
business.
their own thing. And that includes making their own mistakes. If they're doing something, let them figure it out for themselves, as long as it's not hurting them or someone else.
It's just like, mind your own damn business.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't affecting you nothing.
Right. It's like coffee slurping, sorry. That's like, there is somebody in our lives that has this horrible, horrible thing of finishing people's sentences.
It annoys the fuck out of her.
Oh, it does. Because I'm quite capable of speaking on my own. Even if I pause for a second. For somebody to jump in, to assume what I was going to say, first of all, and not give me the time and respect to finish my sentence. Now, there are times when you know somebody is struggling to think of a word or whatever, and you can suggest it. It's like, oh, is this what you're looking for? Is it this? But to let someone finish their own thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's respect. Respect for another human being.
Yeah.
So, the monster truck, don't tell me how to live, and let me have my damn Halloween and my coffee.
Leave Halloween the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm.
Not the movie franchise. This better be the last damn movie.
We ain't bothering nobody. I'll sit on the porch with my cup of black coffee, my cigarette, my orange orbs of happiness.
Yes.
If you don't want to do that, then I'll wave across the road to you, smile at you, wish you a good morning, and let you do you.
Yeah.
Because that's called being polite. That's called civilization.
Mm-hmm. Manners.
Mm-hmm. So that's our little rant. Don't be stealing somebody else's.
I barely spoke. You're a little rant.
Don't be stealing somebody else's 14-foot skeleton out of their yard. Buy your own.
If they got shrunken heads, those are free game. If they got aliens on the property, those are free game too.
Go out and make yourself a Karen scarecrow. God, that was hilarious.
We should do that. We should do that.
We don't have Karens
We should strap
up
it to
through
the hood of
here.
our car.
We don't have Karens up through here. It's just rednecks. That's it.
Strap the Karen scarecrow to the hood of the car like it got hit.
Oh, Lord, no. Then that's somebody. The police would be pulling us over.
Yeah, but you could easily be like, yeah, go poke it.
No, I'll let them.
Go poke it.
I'll let them stay in their own lane. I try to avoid them. I really do.
It's just funny.
It is funny. It used to be that they had those props that
they
you
used
could
to have
hang.
the zombies.
Yeah, that you could have the hand or a leg or whatever it was hanging out of the trunk.
Yeah.
And people went ballistic over that. I thought that was real. It's like, people. Now, for fuck's sake, really, have some sense.
Yeah.
They need to sit down and watch a scary movie.
Those are the people that don't.
Well, they need to sit down and watch some Bela Lugosi or Lon Chaney. Bless. It's cracked a rib. And that very well could be that these are the people that never challenged themselves, never allowed themselves to have fun, to overcome their fears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been battling that sneeze the whole damn time.
Well, do you feel freed now?
Do I look like I feel free?
Make yourself free.
I meant from the allergy.
Oh, well. Anyhow.
I'm never going to be free. I'm a slave to them.
But we want to hear everybody's thoughts as far as... You can sit there and go, Orlando, you are totally off topic. We think that Christmas, that everything else ought to be yeeted and it just be Christmas all year round.
Fuck you, Christmas. I'll say it.
If you're like...
I mean, I like it, but it's...
If you think
It's Referral
that
Halloween.
putting the stuff in the stores just totally lessens and deadens any of that, the Christmas spirit, because everybody's so over it. I've been over it since July already.
Yeah. Christmas in July, my ass. Halloween in July.
You know, you could let us know as far as what your favorite season is. Maybe it's some of y'all live in California and y'all really don't have seasons. It's perpetually summer, which is okay.
They got summer, spring, summer, fall, spring, summer, fall.
Do they have any? It makes you wonder. In some parts of California, do they even have to have warm clothing?
No, there are some parts that
Right.
you do that. It's like summer all year round, spring or summer.
And it's like the folks up in Canada, and it's like, God love them, they have like a day and a half that it's not snowing.
Yeah.
Bless y'all's hearts. I mean, seriously, I don't know.
Arizona.
Some of the folks in those Nordic countries, now I know that they have a hard time as far as with seasonal affective disorder because of the low light level.
Oh, there's I think it's close to the North Pole. They get like 2 months of night. 2
I think
months
it's parts
straight.
of Alaska, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
2
crazy.
months straight.
It'd be a great
Of-
place for vampires.
Yeah. There's a lot of other ghouls too.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, as far as if they're blood drinkers or flesh eaters, you'd have to work to get the clothing off the people in that area.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Everybody's going down and down like 10 layers.
Yeah. So, if you've had experiences with paranormal, supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, yeah, we do want your thoughts on the things that are being unholidayed. Maybe I should say that. They're being unholidayed.
Fuck your Christmas, give me Halloween.
Send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com, and the link will be in the description box. If I think about it, I will put the links to some of those articles and you can read them fully. I don't know if I can find the one anymore about the skeleton theft. The Karen one I read that one today, so that one should be pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Know that you're loved and appreciated and respected.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Even if you are the Viking hater out there, we still love and respect you. It's okay.
Yes. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment. And most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all. And have a good.
We'll see you on the next cup. Bye.
I'm tired. Cush ball.